Okay, this is Earl, VE3AB of nettyelectronics.com, making another little movie about these transistors, 2N3553s. This is I had part one of this movie showing these ones from China, 20 that I bought. They only put out about half the power that they should. And I went out and bought another 20 from Bulgaria, and I just got them in today, and there they are. And I'm going to test them in this Radio Shack CB. And there's my watt meter, Oak Hills Research WM2. I hope this shows up. Okay, now the thing is, some people have written me and said, well, this is a common thing. They say that these transistors, different manufacturers, they probably require some little changes to the circuitry, biasing and things. In other words, you know, from one manufacturer to another, there will be differences. Well, they are standard electronic devices, and they are built to standards. A 2N3553 built by Motorola should be almost the same as a 2N3553 built by any other company. But the thing is, there are slight little variances, but there's always little variances. But these ones from China, they only put out half the power of the old ones I had on hand from RCA from 1970s. They only put out half, the Chinese ones only put out half the power of these ones from Bulgaria. So I'm just trying another batch of 20 from Bulgaria. 2N3553s are good for QRP transmitters. They're good for RF low power stages, like 1, maybe up to 2 watts, something like that. So I sell them to hams and anyone else who's experimenting with RF. So I'm going to go test these new batch of 2N3553s. At the end of this video, I'm going to have some still shots showing close-up details of the transistors, close-up details of my CB tester. So okay, let's go over. There's I've got one of these crummy ones in the circuit right now. I'll just turn on the power supply's on. I'll just turn on the radio, and I will transmit. And it goes up to about 0.5 watts. It's in that little it's not even a socket. It's a little side circuit I made, and it's I can plug it into those little, I guess they're sockets. I have a resistor in there to control the drive. And no heatsink on the transistors. So here, I'm going to switch transistors. I'm going to do it with the radio plugged in and everything like that. Now, emitter is the little tab marks the emitter. The base is in the center and the collector's on the other side of the base. So I plug it in here into those little sockets I have here, and I made up these 3 sockets. Now, turn it back on, and I'm going to transmit. This time it's up over a watt with these transistors from Bulgaria. And so these ones are coming from this other country seem to be good transistors. They're about the same as an old RCA 2N3553 from 1970s, and generally they're good. And these ones from China, though, they are half the conventional power, even though they are branded with a Motorola. I'll take a close-up picture of this. A Motorola, and the part number and some other number. I think it's can't read it right now, but anyway. These other ones from Bulgaria are good, and they have a stamp on them into the metal for Korea. So, whereas the ones from China don't. So anyway, that's the scoop on these transistors, and I'll put some still pictures at the end of this video. And to answer, once again, the question about standard electronic devices, they're built standard to JEDEC standards, which is Joint Engineering Device Council of some sort. I forget. I used to work in this field when I was in the Canadian government in microcircuits. I didn't work in transistors, but I know transistors. I've taken transistors when I was in college and two-year technician at Algonquin in Ottawa. And so anyway, and I've been working on this stuff since I took early retirement, and I have noticed consistently that the items coming out of China are the RF items are highly suspect. Some of them are terrible. These 2N3553s that I got from China about 3 months ago, they put out half the power, and that's not adequate. If you put out half the power in a solid-state amplifier circuit, you may not even get half the total output power you're supposed to get, because if the drive is down, sometimes you won't get hardly any power out. You have to be up to spec. So anyway, that's my little video. If you have any questions, comments, feel free. You can check out my website, nettyelectronics.com, where I test these transistors and all my items as best as possible before I ship them out. That's what makes me different than some of the other distributors. I'm a one-man shop. I'm retired. I do small orders, not a huge volume, and I work on things. Here, I'll show you what I'm working on right now is these Kenwood TS830s. I have two of them on the bench right now, working on them side by side. And but I sell components. I do repairs for myself. I don't do repairs for other people now, because I just do them for myself. I fix them up and I sell the items after they're fixed up and tested, or I part them out and sell parts out of working radios, out of working assemblies, for people who are still fixing up old stuff and still like diddling around with stuff. So that's my video. Thanks very much. Have a good day.